This is the historic Buddhist school from 200 BC, where teachers were buried in their stupas.
Hi everyone, I'm Tavya and this is my husband Chen.
Today I'm taking you to Lonavala and specifically to Bhaja caves. अगर पुणे से लोनावला जाना है, so you have to catch Mumbai-Pune Express Highway. You reach Lonavala from there, take a U-turn and come 6 kilometers towards Pune to reach Bhaja caves. I know this sounds simple. For details, you can always check Google Maps. The best season to go to Bhaja caves is after monsoon, where everything is covered with this lush green color. And you can save yourself from the sun while enjoying the rain. Right now, we have this express highway that is connecting us from Pune to Bhaja caves. But how about ancient times? Was there a route that connects Bhaja caves? Well, the answer is yes. There was a route that connected Arabian Sea to Deccan Plateau, and Bhaja caves lies on that route. The next obvious question that we will have about this Bhaja caves is who has constructed these caves and what was the purpose? For that, we have to go 2300 years back in time in 300 BC when Chandragupta Maurya, with the help of his guru Chanakya, ruled the northern part of India. After Chandragupta, his son Bindusara took over the throne. After Bindusara, his second son Ashoka the Great took over the throne. Have you seen the movie Ashoka? Shah Rukh Khan and Preeti Zinta ki? Just like it is depicted in that movie, before the Battle of Kalinga, Ashoka was a very brutal leader and he was hell bent to expand his kingdom in the southern part of India. But after seeing the destruction that battle has caused, all the lives that he has taken, he stopped his war of expansion and turned towards Buddhism to find peace. During the reign of Ashoka, Buddhist monks got royal support and they started to spread all over the India. These Buddhist monks have constructed monasteries throughout the India which act as a Buddhist learning school as well as their place for residence. Bhaja Caves is one such monastery. The other monasteries which is nearby is Karla Caves in Lonavala, which has the largest stupa. The other ones in Maharashtra are Berse Caves as well as Nasik Caves. So this was the history of Bhaja Caves, as in who has constructed these caves. There is so much more to tell about these caves, which I am going to tell you once we reach there. Currently, we are on a service road, and hopefully, it would take another 10 to 15 minutes to reach Bhaja Caves. Here we are at the parking of the Bhaja Caves. You will have to pay rupees 100 to park for full day. From here, you can also go to Visapur Fort. You also have a paid washroom near the parking. We have got this nice parking spot. While Chen is parking the car, I'm going to explore this waterfall. You can climb up to the waterfall and take a shower. Moving further from the waterfall, you will see the stairs. These staircases are going to take you straight to the Bhaja Caves. Bhaja Caves is around 400 feet above the ground, which will take around 3000 to 4000 steps to reach there. That is approximately 30 minutes to 1 hour. While we are taking the steps, let me tell you more about the architecture side of the Bhaja Caves. To visualize the layout of the Bhaja Caves, you need to think of a boarding school. Tell me in comment section what is the first thing that you recall when you think of your school. To me, it was an assembly hall. Very similar to assembly hall, Buddhist monastery also have a Chaityagraha, which was a place where all the monks, all the pilgrims would gather for prayers, meditation. The next very important thing in any school are their teachers. In case of Buddhist school, these are the monks. Whenever a monk dies, they are buried inside a stupa. When there are teachers, there will be definitely students. Since this is a boarding school, the students will be residing inside the hostel. In Buddhist terms, these are called as visaras. And once we go up, you will find there are lots and lots and lots of rooms. For now, let me show you how far we have come. That's where we have parked our car and we are moving ahead. Have you noticed one more thing about this place? It is not that dirty. Probably people are using these bins. Let me take few quick steps before showing you the view from the top. After 15 minutes of walk, this is how far we have made. Anywhere you go around Pune, you will find this view. But one best thing I keep repeating is how neat this is and how well maintained it is. With this, we have reached the ticketing counter. The tickets for Indian is 25 rupees and tickets for foreigner is 300 rupees. Make sure that you are bringing cash because they don't accept UPI payments. Cave timings are from 9 am to 5:30 pm. If you want to have less crowd, make sure that you are coming early in the morning. Otherwise, it will get crowded. And finally, after around 5 to 6,000 steps and half an hour of walking, we have made to this entrance gate. Here are some of the very important instructions to note. No smoking, drinking or drone. As you enter the caves, the very first thing that you will notice is this big hall that I was referring to, which is Chaityagraha. On both the sides of the Chaityagraha, there are multiple rooms. These caves are a very important part of our history and are protected by Archaeological Survey of India. So make sure that you are not messing up with history. You will only be able to appreciate these caves when you imagine how old these caves are. These are 2200 years back in time. During those times, they have constructed these double story caves. Incredible. Let me take you to the right hand side of the Chaityagraha. There are around 22 caves in this area. Most of them are residential places of the monk. But how were the monks surviving at this height? There is no source of water around this area. The waterfalls that you see here are seasonal. To solve the problem of water, they have constructed underwater tanks. During monsoon, the water will trickle inside this tank and they will be stored for the dry months. This is the first cave that we are going to explore. It has got 4 rooms, out of which only one is a bedroom. This one out here is their bathroom. The next one is their bedroom. Look at the bed. It is constructed from stone. Well, this seems to be an empty room. And so is this. If you can see, you will see the markings of, how these caves are constructed from hammer or rock. This must be definitely their washroom. Look at their open drainage system. And this is the same water tanker that I was talking about, and you will find such tankers throughout these caves. Now look at this open shaded area. Well, it seems that this was their sitting places or a meditation place where they would sit and enjoy the nice mountain views. Let's move further to see what else are there in these caves. Do you remember we have seen similar structure inside the Chaityagraha? There are around 14 stupas here. 9 of them are outside, which you can count. There are around 5 stupas inside that cave. I'm not sure why such differentiation, but each of the stupa represents a Buddhist monk during that time who has stayed in this cave and died here. The relics of the Buddhist monk are buried inside the stupa and their names are also inscribed on it. There are around 3 stupas where you could clearly see the names of the Buddhist monks. But you won't be able to read it because it is not in Hindi, English, or any of the languages that we can understand. Archaeologists have translated these names and they are Ampinika, Dhamagiri, and Sangdhadina. I'm not sure if I've pronounced it correct, so I've written them on the screen as well. Well, this particular has something written on top which says Honorable Priest. From here, we are moving further towards the right. Can you hear the noise of waterfall? With the soothing sound of the water fountain and beautiful view of Sayadri mountain ranges and well constructed caves. What else do you need to meditate? Very interesting thing about these caves are whenever the sun sets, all the sun rays enters inside the rooms of these caves. Well, here I am again sneaking into another cave, and that is the bedroom. I'm not sure how comfortable these rock beds are. One common thing among all these caves are this outdoor sitting. I guess monks prefer sitting outside in a shaded area rather than inside a room. Whoever was staying inside this cave seems to be very artistic or he loves art because there are a lot of carvings inside this cave. There are so many things about this cave which are very controversial. For example, that is his bedroom, and on both the sides of this bedroom are Hindu god. This is Surya Dev. He is riding his rath with all the horses. On the other side is this Indra Dev. He is riding his elephant. Why is there a reference of Hindu gods inside a Buddhist cave? Well, even archaeologists doesn't have an answer to this question. Whoever was staying in this place seems to be a very prominent person. His bedroom is protected by Indra Dev, Surya Dev. Well, he has doors and a private space which is not accessible for tourists. That's my attempt to sneak inside his house. Very similar to the Chaityagraha that we have seen, this also has a wooden ceiling which is resting on these pillars. Carving on these caves also suggests the history of the musical instrument tabla. In these pictures, there are ladies who are playing the tabla and others are dancing. On top of this, also have few more sculptures that I'm definitely not able to see. Overall, this is a beautiful cave and it was worth all the walk. While I was exploring the cave, Chen was sitting here and enjoying this waterfall. While Chen was sitting on that stone, I thought of exploring this one more cave. Even this cave is very similar to any other basic caves that we have seen with the stone beds. What's more beautiful here is this dripping water from the mountains and the waterfall and the view. As you can see, everybody is shooting or taking photographs. So even we did it. And now we are moving back to the Chaityagraha. Here we are back to this Chaityagraham. This we are going to explore in the end. First we are going to take the stairs and explore few more caves on the top. The first thing that I noticed are these plastic bottles. I know people wants to leave a mark behind, but not like this. Well, moving on to this beautiful cave. Can you imagine how many people would be required to carve such caves? That too from hand. You can see their efforts on these rough walls. In one of these rooms, we even found a snake, so be very careful before you enter. This is the view from this cave. Really beautiful. There is another reference of an Hindu god in this Buddhist cave. Is the Shivling. And can you see this? This is a double-story building. Gosh, 2200 years back, there was a double-story caves. Seriously, whoever has built these caves is a genius. These caves have everything: well-managed water system, sleeping space, outdoor space, and lots of sunlights entering during the sunset. We are now finally going to Chaitya. This is a place where the principal monk is buried, and this is the stupa that represents him. Notice the beautiful ceiling on the top. These are all wooden architecture that is supporting these caves. This wooden beams is resting on this pillar. Around the pillar there is a path to do the parikrama of a stupa. In ancient time, all these pillars were beautifully painted. We can only imagine how this place would be functional during those days. Here are some of the paintings which people has left us and which monks has left us. Inside the Chaitya. There are more caves on the other side of the Chaityagraha. They are all similar to what we have seen before. With this, we have come to an end of this video. If you have liked this video, press a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If you have not liked this video, then thus press a thumbs down. Thank you for watching. I will see you again in a brand new video. Until then, stay healthy, keep riding, keep driving because it's all about Lagum Ride.